Assalamu alaikum, Shubho Bikal, and good evening. After we listen to the beautiful stories from the summit, as the theme of today's program is, and after listening to insightful stories from those mountaineers and trekkers, I feel like just starting up and going back. But you'll have to bear with me for some time. I'll just speak, and that also in English. I wish I could speak in Bangla. I could understand a little bit, but please do bear with me for a few minutes. At the outset, I'd like to welcome you all to this program, which is organized, as you already know, to observe the 72nd International Sagarmatha Day. That is Mount Everest Day 2025. First of all, I express my deepest gratitude to Honorable Advisor to the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change for accepting our invitation to grace this occasion. Given the theme that we are deliberating on today and the occasion that we are all gathered here for, I couldn't think of a better person more suited for this occasion. And I don't know whether I'm allowed to say this. Her Excellency didn't want herself to be called the chief guest. So we should all appreciate her modesty and humility. I thank you all, mountaineers, trekkers, and adventure enthusiasts and distinguished guests for your presence. As we observe this 29th of May, it has been the tradition to observe this day as the International Sagarmatha Mount Everest Day to commemorate the first ever successful ascent of the world's tallest peak, Sagarmatha by Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa of Nepal, who on 29th of May 1953 became the first humans to stand atop this majestic mountain. And it has been a tradition also on part of this embassy to organize certain function to observe to commemorate this particular day. We had a photography exhibition last year, rather in a bigger scale at Silpakala Academy, as Inam Bhai already said. And the theme last year also was to present mountains and Himalayas to the Bangladeshi friends through their own eyes. We had a similar theme last year. We had thousands of visitors, but this year we wanted to do it at the modest scale, and I'm so sorry for the poor arrangements we made and the panelists had to stand. But so lucky to have an engaging audience like you, and this is one of the rare occasions when we have everybody who is related in one way or the other to the theme that we are deliberating on. Over the last 72 years, Mount Everest has witnessed countless milestones, with records being set and broken by thousands of Nepali and foreign nationals and climbers. Mountaineering has continued to remain a global passion, drawing climbers from all walks of life. Many of them have pushed beyond limits and made outstanding achievements in the history of mountaineering. From the extraordinary feat of Kamirita Sherpa, I'm sure most of you know him, who has summited Mount Everest for an unprecedented 31st time, yes, 31st time on 27th of May 2025, that was just 4 days ago, to the remarkable climbers who reached the summit without supplemental oxygen, and to those who climbed in record-breaking time. The mountain bears witness to the accomplishments which are as lofty as the towering height of Mount Everest itself. Mr. Ikramul Hassan Shakil's successful Sea to Summit campaign is one such incredible achievement. His ascent of the world's tallest peak on 19th of May 2025 after a 1,300 kilometer journey on foot from Inani beach of Cox's Bazar to the summit of Mount Everest in just 84 days is indeed a historic feat. With this, Shakil has now become a living link between the depths of the Bay of Bengal and the heights of the Himalayas. Let me also congratulate the members of all women team of mountaineers who made history last December, that was December 2024, by scaling 3 mountain peaks in the Langtang region of Nepal. The 5 brave Bangladeshi women, namely Nisad Majumdar, Yasmin Lisa, Arpita Devnath, Mausami Akhtar, and Tahura Sultana Rekha did more than just climb mountains. In their expedition titled Sultana's Dream Unbound, they not only conquered heights, but also defied expectations and became powerful symbols of what women can achieve. Their journey was more than a physical conquest. It was a fitting tribute to Sultana's Dream, which, as you all know, was a classic text of Bengali feminist literature written in 1905, more than 120 years back. These acts of bravery and resilience demonstrated by Sakil and 5 women mountaineers and most of you who raised, I was so astonished to see the mountaineers and climbers when Inambai was asking how many of you have climbed 6,000ers. I was so astonished to see so many hands raised. And you all are not just among us who represent the shared pursuit of success, but also our deep and enduring relationship with nature and with mountains in particular. Dear friends, as you all know, Sagarmatha, the Nepali name for Mount Everest, beautifully translates into the top of the sky. Sagarmatha means top of the sky. As the Earth's final staircase to the sky, it is metonymically known as the final staircase to the sky. Sagarmatha is an awe-inspiring symbol of natural majesty and human adventure. But for Nepal and Nepali people, it is also a silent ambassador to the world, representing us not through power or force, but through wonder. It is an embodiment of bravery and resilience, and it is a marker of our identity. As you all know, that Nepal also hosts 8 of the world's 10 tallest mountains, including Mount Everest. These mountain peaks are more than just breathtaking landscapes. They feed mighty rivers, sustain rich biodiversity, provide fresh water to a vast population of South Asia and Southeast Asia. But today, our entire Hindu Kush Himalayan region has become the ground zero of climate change. Glaciers are shrinking, ice sheets are thinning, snow cover is vanishing more rapidly and extensively than ever before. These consequences are alarming. It is because 240 million people in the mountains and 1.65 billion people living downstream face threats to their homes, health, and future. On this day, we must therefore reflect on the importance of sustainable mountain development and environmental stewardship. We must all come together across borders, disciplines, and generations to safeguard these fragile ecosystems and shield the Himalayas from the accelerating impacts of climate change. We must put mountain agenda at the heart of global climate negotiations. It was not least in light of this fact that the government of Nepal hosted in Kathmandu from 16th to 18th of May, this month itself, the first edition of Sagarmatha Samvad under the theme of climate change, mountains, and future of humanity. The Samvad brought together world leaders, scientists, think tanks, mountaineers, and affected communities to deliberate on the importance of mountains and to reform their commitment to addressing the impacts of climate change. We were honored to have Her Excellency Sharmin Sonia Murse, Honorable Advisor to the Ministry of Social Welfare and the Ministry of Women and Children Affairs, represent the government of Bangladesh in that landmark event. Distinguished guests, I am pleased to note that mountains continue to remain a major attraction for adventure tourism among Bangladeshi friends. We salute the courage and determination of all Bangladeshi mountaineers and trekkers and adventure enthusiasts for their efforts, their achievements, and their contributions to bringing our two societies and countries together. In this context, I would like to take the opportunity to thank once again Mr. Ikramul Hassan Sakil, the successful C2 Summit campaigner, Mr. M.A. Muhit, the two-time Everest summiter, Miss Nisat Majumdar, the first ever Bangladeshi woman to scale Mount Everest, and Mr. Babar Ali, who summited Mount Everest in May last year, and also these wonderful women and all of you who have scaled different types of mountains in Nepal, and you have done the trekking. I know most of you have done trekking, including the Great Himalayan Trekking Trail. Thank you all for sharing your inspiring stories from the summit and from your experience of doing various adventure activities in Nepal. I thank Mr. M. A. Mohit Bhai also for helping us in organizing today's event, and last but not least, my sincere gratitude to the founder of Bangla Mountaineering and Trekking Club, Mr. Inamullah Bhai, for his support and partnership as always. Once again, congratulations to the successful mountaineers. I wish you all success in your mission to achieve further heights in the future. Nepal will always remain your friend and your second home.
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.